to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today's video is so exciting because it is an update all about Christian. So today's video is going to be my 4-month baby update. Oh wow. He will be 4 months old tomorrow. He's about 17 and a half weeks now. So I figured it would be fun to do an update and let you guys know about the last 4 months. I've actually been trying to do these every single month of his life. I really wanted to start them around 1 month, but life got away from me and it is hard as a new mom. Life is busy. So we're starting with 4 months. I'll probably do a 6-month update, then like a year update, year and a half, things like that. Let me know when you guys would like to see updates and what you want to hear and things like that, since I'm totally new to this obviously. But yeah, today's just going to be all about that 4-month mark. It is so fun. Like, I feel like I'm finally in like the really fun phase. So I'm so excited to talk to you guys all about it. And of course I'll update you on the milestones over the last 4 months as well, and when things started to change, what his daily life is like, and all of that good stuff. So without further ado, let's just get into the update video. I'm gonna keep him on my lap for as long as I can. We'll see how he does. He wants entertainment all the time right now, so he needs something to be holding or moving or something like that. So we'll see how he does. But yeah, so he's 4 months old. We went to our 4-month appointment this week and he did get his 2nd round of shots. Okay, he's getting antsy. Alright, I've got him in his little bouncer right next to me, so you may hear the vibrations of it, and hopefully that will keep him entertained for a little bit. He's just so much fun. Like, I feel like being at that 4-month, I swear once he got to like 3.5 months, almost 4 months, it was like a light bulb went off and he just became a super interactive, fun, like fun-loving baby. Like, there's so much more personality behind him now. I feel like his personality really started coming out around 3 months, but now that we're at that 4-month mark, he smiles so much. We can make him smile. We look at him and he just lights up, and if I smile, he'll smile back at me. And he started laughing officially, which is like the biggest milestone I have to say so far. Actually, that's not true. Yesterday he rolled for the first time. Okay, my mind is all over the place. So biggest milestones for 4 months to start with. He laughs now, so that's the biggest thing. I'm gonna insert a clip because we got a great video of him laughing and it is like the cutest thing, so I want to show that to you guys. Isn't he so sweet? Like, his laugh is so authentic and it's still developing. I know it's gonna get deeper. It's gonna be like that really deep belly laugh, but right now it's just so innocent and like he's just so happy when he's laughing. It's the sweetest thing. So he laughs, he smiles non-stop. Like, we can make him smile. My husband and I can look at him and play with him and he'll smile back with us, which is just like the funnest thing ever. He started rolling. We've been working with him on rolling and kind of teaching him how to do it, trying to do tummy time. He hates tummy time, but we've been working with him on it. And then last night he was making some noises in the night and I looked at the monitor to see if he was up, and he was just on his belly, like doing tummy time all by himself in the crib, like just rolling all on his own. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then he was doing it again today. So he, for just like a day and a half now, he's been rolling. He can't roll from his belly to his back yet, but he can roll from his back to his belly. And then he kind of needs a little bit of help. Sometimes his arms will get stuck underneath him, but he's learning how to roll, which is just like amazing. But I feel like smiling and laughing and now of course rolling are like the biggest things. Like I said, he's not a fan of tummy time, so we've been working with him on it and he's slowly getting more used to it. But when we first started incorporating it, he was like, no. Like, he was not loving that. We are not introducing foods yet, if you're curious about that. I am still just breastfeeding. I do pump and we give him a bottle occasionally. We really just give him bottles like if we're out on the go, if we're out in public, or like if my husband wants to feed him. For the most part, if I'm home, I try and breastfeed him all the time just because I figure why not. He does really great with nursing. If you're new to my channel and this is your first time here, then I actually have a whole series on breastfeeding with a few different videos included. I will have that link down below for you guys. But it's been going really great. It's still going really great. He's a great eater. He just loves to eat. And we're gonna introduce foods around 6 months. So I still have another couple months to go of just breastfeeding. Fingers crossed that like my milk supply continues to be good. It's been really solid so far. I mean, not solid, but it's been really good so far. So hopefully that continues, and then we'll start to introduce foods around 6 months. He is sleeping sleeping in his crib every single night, so I did a video on that as well, how we transitioned him to his crib. We transitioned him to his crib around 7 weeks. He just was kind of like ready for his own space. We did sleep train him. I know that's a controversial topic, but we chose to sleep train him the way we did, and it worked great for him. It was kind of like one hard weekend of sleep training, and ever since then, now when we put him down for bed, he's out. We can put him down awake in his crib and he doesn't fuss, he doesn't cry, he doesn't fight it. He just is like ready for bedtime. 8 o'clock or so is like his bedtime. That's when he taps out for the day and he lets us know he's ready for bed. Do you want to be held? But yeah, he just kind of, around 8 o'clock every night, he starts to get tired, he gets a little cranky, so we put him in a sleeper, change his diaper, feed him one more time, put him in the crib awake, and he's good to go. Like, he likes to go to sleep and have his own space. So we've been really fortunate that he's been like a good sleeper. He was sleeping through the night. Oh my gosh, his hair is something I want to talk about too. But he was sleeping through the night. And then he kind of started going back towards a regression over the last couple weeks or so, and now he wakes up once a night at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and that's it. So we'll put him down around 7:30, 8. He'll sleep until 3:30 or 4, and then he'll eat, and then he'll sleep again until 7 or something like that. So he's a pretty good sleeper. We're gonna work with him on phasing out that one middle of the night eating. But right now he just seems like he needs it, so I nurse him in the night and then he just goes right back to sleep like no problem. So we have been lucky that he's a good sleeper. He has a really good temperament. He's really happy. Like, I always feel bad because I don't think we struggle with a lot of the things that a lot of new parents do struggle with when it comes to, like, I don't know, putting him down at night or like colic or things like that. Like, I had colic as a baby, so I know my parents put up with that, and we haven't had that with him. He's just like a really good baby. We're really lucky. His hair is falling out, if you can't tell. So he was born with a ton of hair. If you saw my like announcement video or my labor video, then you know he was born with a lot of hair. It shocked us. Now it's so funny because the hair on top is still growing. Like, he's got like a lot of hair. It's long on top, but then he's like lost it on the sides. Like, he is totally bald on this side. The other side is pretty bald. It's like pretty patchy in the back. He kind of has like a natural mohawk / mullet, which is really funny. But we do think that when his hair starts to grow in more, we think it's going to be blonde, because he's got like little baby hairs through here. When you look really close, they're blonde. And then his roots of this long hair, his roots are growing in blonde too. So we think he's going to be a blondie as he gets a little older. He got weighed this week and he is 14.5 pounds exactly. He's 14 pounds, 8 ounces, and he's 25.5 inches long. So he's a big boy. He's growing great. The doctor was like really happy. The doctor was really happy with his growth and everything like that. So she said like my milk supply must be good and all that stuff. He started cooing around, I don't even remember, but he talks a lot, like he babbles, and he'll sit there and he'll be like, and then like I talk back with him, and we try and have a lot of like actual verbal conversations with him. So of course I have like my little baby voice I use with him, but I don't try and do a whole lot of like baby talk with him. I want it to seem like a real conversation with him. So when he's babbling to me, I'll talk back and be like, oh my gosh, tell me more. How did your day go? I want to hear more about it. And like, you know, just try and get like a little conversation going to get him used to talking. I think that whenever he starts crawling, I think it's going to be sooner rather than later, because when he's on his stomach, he already kind of starts to gesture for it, and he's just like always moving. He kicks his legs all the time. Like, his legs are basically always moving. Right now he's been obsessed with his little bouncer, so he sits in that and he'll wind up his right leg. It's the cutest thing. He'll wind up his right leg to get the bouncer going, and like he knows that if he kicks, it will get the bouncer going, and then he makes this face where he's like super focused on kicking. His legs are basically moving like 90% of the time. So I already know that he's gonna be a kid that's like on the go. Like, he's a really well-behaved baby now, but when he's like 2.5 years, he's gonna be that kid that we need to watch, because he will be always trying to be on the go. He's always trying to stick his legs through the cribs and like push himself around, and I know I could add those little crib bumpers, but I've heard some unsafe things about them, so I prefer to just skip them for now. He hasn't gotten caught or hurt, he's not hurting himself, so you know, if he pushes himself around, and I'm okay with that. But I do just kind of feel like I don't want to add the bouncer, or I keep calling them bouncers, but I don't want to add the crib bumpers right now. So it's so funny because he'll stick his legs through the crib and then sleep like that. Like he gets really comfortable that way. It doesn't bother him, but I'll come in and just like find his legs sticking out and I'm like, okay, bud, we gotta fix this. He loves to play in the mirror, so that's like one of the biggest ways we play with him right now is, aside from like rolling and kicking, we show him the mirror and he loves to like see the baby in the mirror and smile at himself and see his reflection. It's the sweetest thing, and it's just so fun to watch him like react to his view of himself now that he can see that. And then he'll look at me in the mirror and he'll smile at me, and like he understands that that's us, and it's super cool. He also grabs things a lot, so like you'll see him grabbing my hands. Like he isn't really super into toys yet. He's not into teething toys, which I'll talk about in a second, but he likes to grab things and he has a very strong grip. He loves to grip my hair and he loves to pull my hair, but he has a really strong grip, so that's like a good fun development for him too, is like watching him grip things and hold on to things. And then discovering his feet. He now sees his feet, which is super cool. Those are just like within the last week or so. Like probably when he got to like 16 weeks, he found his feet, and now he like will hold his feet and pull them up, and it's so cute. He hasn't put them in his mouth yet, but he will hold his feet, and that and like really strong grips are just like within the last week he started doing that. So it's crazy because he's developing so fast now. It's like after that like 3.5 month mark, every day there's something new with him. Like I said, it's like gripping things, finding his feet, he's rolling now. That's all within the last like 8 days. It's nuts. So then as far as teething, he has started teething, although it's not like serious stages of it yet. Are you getting tired? He rubs his face like that when he gets sleepy. Maybe he'll let me put him in the crib. So like I was saying, his teething is not in like serious stages yet. So the doctor saw him this week. We actually thought he was struggling like a lot with it just because of how he's been acting. He clearly has like the 2 bottom teeth coming in, and he's been like holding onto his mouth and crying at night. It's so sad. So let me know any teething remedies that you've used. I've heard like rubbing Motrin on their gums. I've heard, I got these little organic capsule things at Target that we've been trying. Okay, sorry, I had to take a feeding break real quick. He's a little cranky right now, so hopefully he can let me get through the rest of this video. But like I was saying, his teething isn't too bad yet. We can see he has teeth poking through, but the doctor said those are just like caps in his gums right now or something. I can't remember exactly how she described it, but basically the teeth aren't actually pushing through yet, but we can see like the little caps. So he's at the very start of teething right now. It's hard. It's really hard because, you know, it's hard to watch him be in pain, and I can only do so much, and then I have to watch him be in pain to push out all these teeth that eventually in a few years he's gonna lose anyways, which I think is like so harsh the way it works. But he's getting more used to it. He does have several teething toys, and he's just not really into them yet. He will give them to him and he likes to grip them, but he doesn't put the teething toys in his mouth the same way he puts like everything else in his mouth, which is really interesting to me. But I think he just doesn't like the act of biting down on the teething toys. So, oh, I know. So I was saying that like we put a pacifier in the freezer to make it a little chilly and try and help, and he didn't like it. He just doesn't like to like bite down on hard things yet. I think it's like his gums are sensitive enough to where that hurts and the pressure doesn't really help yet, but he likes to chew his thumb, or he likes to chew his hands or my arm, things like that. So teething is going to be this whole journey that we have ahead of us, but he's at just like the very early stages of it. He's officially teething, but not like in the hardcore phase yet. No teeth will be poking through for 6 to 8 weeks, the doctor said. He has this little rattle I got him that looks like a weight, and it is the cutest thing. So sweet. I will have it linked down below for you guys because I love it. He also loves his play mat. I love the one we got him. A lot of you guys asked me about it in one of my vlogs because it's just so dang cute, and it has all these neutral colors, and he really likes the toys that hang down from it too. So he spends a lot of time on his mat, and it's really helped him learn how to grip things, and now he'll grip things and then start to pull himself up too, which is really fun to see. I just love him so much. To get a little mushy for a second, I just feel like I become more and more obsessed with him every day, like closer with him every day. He's like, I am totally like an overbearing mom. Like it's been this balance that my husband and I are trying to find, where like I feel like I'm in that like mom struggle, and then he feels like he is like, you know, a new dad who there's all these things to navigate as a dad too, and I want to just like do everything, and I'm totally that person who has to really try to like not step in, and I'm trying to be really aware of like giving Jordan his time with Christian, and like making sure they get father-son time, and that he's able to feed him, and that he's able to change him even if the diaper's on crooked and I really want to go in and fix it afterwards. I'm just gonna leave it and like let him do his thing, you know. It's this whole other thing which I could talk about more in a different video, but look how he's holding on to me. He's just like the sweetest baby. We're just really happy and really enjoying it. And I would say weeks 4 through 6 were the hardest for us. Like weeks 4 through 6 were really rough. He was colicky. He wasn't super happy. He was waking up a lot. And then it was like around 8-10 weeks, he just like, it all like, he came to his like moment of clarity. And now being 3.5, 4 months old is like, all the fun is starting, and he's just got this little gentleman's personality, and I can't wait to see him grow and develop and get rid of that final night feeding so he's sleeping through the night again. He's done it before, so I know he can do it again. I've got faith in him. But overall, he's a really happy baby, and we've really lucked out. Like I had a really smooth pregnancy. We've had no issues breastfeeding and feeding him. We've had no issues with him sleeping. He's a great sleeper. He really only cries when he's hungry. Like we've definitely gotten lucky. But there's so many fun little development stages right now. I can only imagine at 6 months. I can't imagine the things I'll be updating you guys on then. So that's, I guess, it for this first update video. Like, I didn't really know what all to cover, so if you have more questions or if there's anything else you want to hear about, leave me a comment down below and let me know. I'll be on here. I would love to answer those questions for you guys. And of course, let me know any other requests that you have, or other videos you'd like to see, because I want to make those for you guys and get out all the content you're hoping to see. And let me know anything for the next update that you would like to see in that video as well, just so I make sure I'm covering all the updates you're hoping to hear about. I'll also be having a 3 to 6 month old essential video coming out once he gets closer to 6 months. But I've been making a list already of like all the products we've been loving, all the things we've been using ever since he hit 3 months, so that I can do a whole nother essentials video for you for kind of that next baby stage. So, but that's it for today. So we're gonna run and get back to our day, but I hope you guys enjoyed this 4 month, I'm like, how old is he? 4 months? Oh my gosh. I can't believe he's almost 18 weeks old. I feel like I just had him the other day. Like, I totally understand why everybody says it goes by so fast, and it like makes me want to cry just thinking about it. I just need my husband to have another one with me right away. No, not right away, but I'm down for number 2. Number 2 will be eventually down the line. I'm really looking forward to him being a big brother someday, so. All right, we're gonna go. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.